Have you noticed that more Australian pensioners are talking about moving overseas? For some retirees, it's no longer just a dream of living near the beach or enjoying warmer weather. It's becoming a serious financial decision. Rising rents, increasing grocery prices, higher electricity bills, and everyday living expenses are causing many older Australians to ask one important question. Could life actually be more affordable somewhere else? While moving overseas isn't the right choice for everyone, an increasing number of pensioners are exploring countries where their retirement income may stretch further. Before making any life-changing decisions, there are several important facts you need to understand, and one overlooked detail could have a major impact on your age pension. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Move Smart AUS. On this channel, we bring you the latest Australian retirement news, age pension updates, Centrelink information, cost of living developments, and practical financial tips to help you make informed decisions. If you enjoy straightforward updates designed especially for Australian seniors, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important video. Across Australia, the cost of living continues to be one of the biggest concerns for retirees. Many pensioners say that everyday expenses have become much harder to manage than they were just a few years ago. Rent has increased in many cities, utility bills remain high, groceries continue to cost more, and healthcare expenses can also place pressure on fixed retirement incomes. Because of these financial pressures, some Australians are beginning to look beyond the country's borders. Rather than downsizing or moving to another Australian city, they're researching whether living overseas could provide a better quality of life while reducing monthly expenses. Countries in Southeast Asia, parts of Europe, and other regions often attract Australian retirees because housing, food, transportation, and some daily living costs may be lower than in many Australian cities. However, lower costs alone should never be the only reason to relocate. One of the first questions many retirees ask is whether they can continue receiving their Australian age pension while living overseas. The answer depends on individual circumstances and the rules that apply to each person's situation. Factors such as how long you've lived in Australia during your working life, how long you remain overseas, and your eligibility under Australian Social Security legislation can all influence your payments. Some pensioners may continue receiving payments while overseas, while others could see changes depending on the length of their stay and other eligibility requirements. That is why it's extremely important to understand the current rules before making permanent relocation plans. Healthcare is another major consideration. Australia's Medicare system provides valuable healthcare benefits for residents, but those benefits may not automatically apply once you move overseas. Some countries have reciprocal healthcare agreements with Australia, while others do not. Many retirees purchase private international health insurance to protect themselves against unexpected medical costs. Healthcare quality also varies from country to country. Before deciding where to live, it's worth researching local hospitals, specialist care, emergency services, and access to medications you may need regularly. Housing is one of the biggest reasons many retirees consider relocating. In some overseas locations, rental prices can be significantly lower than those in major Australian cities. Others choose to purchase smaller homes or apartments where property prices are more affordable. However, buying property in another country often comes with different legal requirements, taxes, ownership restrictions, and visa rules. What seems like a bargain at first may involve legal complexities that require professional advice. Another important factor is the exchange rate. Your age pension is paid in Australian dollars, but if you're living overseas, you'll likely be spending another country's currency. Exchange rates rise and fall over time, which means your purchasing power can change even if your pension payment stays the same. Some years, favorable exchange rates may increase your buying power. During other periods, currency movements could reduce how much your pension is worth in your new country. This is something every retiree should include in their long-term financial planning. Many retirees are also attracted by lifestyle improvements. Some destinations offer warmer weather throughout the year, slower-paced communities, lower traffic, and opportunities to enjoy retirement with less financial stress. For many people, the idea of walking along the beach every morning, eating fresh local food, and participating in welcoming expatriate communities sounds very appealing. But lifestyle benefits should always be balanced against practical considerations. Living overseas also means being farther away from family and lifelong friends. Missing birthdays, grandchildren growing up, holidays, and important family events can be emotionally difficult for many retirees. Some people adjust well, while others eventually decide that being closer to loved ones is more valuable than saving money. Technology has certainly made staying connected easier through video calls and messaging apps, but it cannot completely replace spending time together in person. Visa requirements are another area that deserves careful attention. Every country has its own immigration rules for retirees. Some nations offer retirement visas with specific financial requirements, while others require regular renewals or proof of income. It's essential to understand these requirements before making plans. Immigration policies can change, and what is available today may be different in the future. Taxation is another important consideration. Depending on your financial situation, you may have tax obligations in Australia, your new country of residence, or potentially both. Professional financial advice can help you understand how international tax rules apply to your individual circumstances. Retirees should also think about practical matters like banking, access to pension payments, emergency contacts, legal documents, wills, powers of attorney, and maintaining secure access to important financial accounts. If you're seriously considering moving overseas, preparation is key. Visit your preferred destination before making permanent decisions. Spend several weeks or even months there if possible. Experience daily life rather than just holiday activities. Talk to other Australian retirees already living there. Ask about healthcare, local costs, banking, visas, transportation, internet services, safety, and any unexpected challenges they've experienced. Their firsthand knowledge can be incredibly valuable. It's also wise to create a realistic monthly budget that includes rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, healthcare, transportation, travel back to Australia, and emergency savings. Don't rely solely on average cost of living estimates you find online. Even after moving, circumstances may change. Exchange rates fluctuate, healthcare needs evolve, and personal priorities shift over time. Maintaining financial flexibility will help you adapt if your situation changes in the future. For many Australian pensioners, moving overseas represents an opportunity to reduce living expenses and enjoy a different lifestyle during retirement. For others, remaining close to family, familiar healthcare services, and their local community continues to be the better choice. There is no single answer that fits everyone. The best decision depends on your finances, health, family circumstances, personal preferences, and long-term retirement goals. The most important thing is to make your decision based on careful research rather than social media stories or assumptions. Understand the pension rules that apply to your situation, calculate your expected expenses carefully, and seek professional advice whenever necessary. Retirement should be about peace of mind, financial security, and enjoying the years you've worked so hard to reach. Whether that future is in Australia or overseas, informed planning gives you the greatest chance of making the right decision. Thank you for watching Move Smart AUS. If you found today's discussion helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with another Australian retiree who may be thinking about living overseas. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever considered retiring in another country? If so, where would you choose and why? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates on the age pension, Centrelink, retirement planning, and Australian cost of living news. Thanks for watching, stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next video.